So here's the passenger side of the boat. You can see all the chipping and peeling from that clear coat. That's automotive clear coat that should not ever be used as marine application. All the way up. Just doesn't work. So hopefully we can get this side to look the same as the other side. We're scraping all that off now. Some of it I just can't get, like right in here. I can't get all this off, but we're going to do our best. Here we go. You can see some of that clear coat that I can't get off, and I'm working with using this type of blade to get off instead of a flat scraper. But it's coming. Just got that little bit to go, that little bit to go. The rest of this, I've cleaned all of the clear coat, automotive clear coat that you don't put on a boat. It has been pulled off, scraped off, and this here is going to get shiny, shiny, shiny. You can see it matte and kind of mixed. Alright, here we are finally wet sanding the other side. Have the 1000 grit sanding block that's kind of used to keep form, a wet rag with some soapy Dawn and hot water, and some Purple Power degreaser, and you just kind of wet with the rag. You can use a spray bottle. I've seen it multiple different ways, and you just kind of back and forth where you hear it or you feel it catching. That means that the sandpaper hasn't done its job yet, but when it starts to get smooth, nice and smooth, then you know that it's and it's just gliding over, you're probably pretty good in that section, and you just back and forth. Some folks tell you to do circular pattern. This is all the lines on this are straight, so I'm just doing straight. I don't know what the right answer is, but you just keep moving down nice and smooth, nice and gently, until the one side is complete, or the one grit is complete. I'm going to do this twice, from back to front, and then I'm going to go from front to back, and there's kind of some of what it looks like before I've wet sanded it. But I'll go back to front with half a sheet, and then front to back with the other half of the sheet. So this is the 1000 grit completed, the first run of it. You can see a lot of white stuff, not the soap, but you can see like a white haze here. Well, that white haze means that you were getting some of that clear coat off, which is good. So now I'm going to just go through it and wipe it down one more time with my soapy water, and then I have a bucket full of clean water and a clean rag. We're going to rinse all that off, and then we're going to repeat that step again, but again going from the front of the boat to the back, just based off the way the sandpaper will wear out, going from back to front before it gets to the front. So I want that more aggression up front going backwards. So that's what we're going to do. Here's what it looks like after the first two sandings of 1000 grit wet sand. You can start to see a little good clean shine, but it's still hazy. So now we're going to try to take off those scratch marks with the 1500. Again, we're going to do two passes, one from the back to front, and then one from the front to back. 1500. Alright, here is essentially the finished product without waxing or using any compound. This is strictly wet sanding 1000, 1500, 2000. Couple problems with the boat, nothing I can do about that right now. Not that I'm worried about it. It's an old boat. There you have it. You can see the reflections. I mean, you can see the awning up there. That's pretty good for just a little bit of wet sand, a little bit of time, a little bit of effort.